Welcome to this channel. In this video, I will take you through a step-by-step process of how to set up a Facebook or Instagram ads campaign in the Facebook Ads Manager. So, first of all, you need to log into your Facebook account. So when you log in, you scroll down, you see Ad Manager, click on it, and it will bring you to the Ad Manager. So when you are in the Ad Manager, for you to now set up your ad campaign, take time, follow this step-by-step tutorial to the end, and you'll be able to set up a campaign that will help you, and then you can really get results for it. Okay, so you come here and click on create. Now, if you may need to have a business manager if you want to really have your pixel connected to your other accounts and then be able to, and a lot of other things. You may need to have the business manager. If you don't have a business manager account, check the video above on how to create a business manager account, then create an advertising account inside it. Because if you don't have a business manager account, you can create an advert in a personal ad account, but that one you may not be able to connect your pixel, create custom conversion events and all that. So that's why you would need a business manager. Okay, so once you have created a business manager and you come, maybe if you come here, you see if you are in the personal ad account and you come and click on this drop down arrow, you will see all the ad accounts you have there. So you select the one that you want. So I am already in the ad account I want to use for the advert. That's what I'm already in that ad account. Okay, so you click on create. Okay, so when you click on create, you select the campaign objective that you want, and there are several campaign objectives. For example, we have awareness. Awareness is normally used if you want to just let people know about your business, just for them to have some information to know about your business and not necessarily to sell. Then we have traffic. You use traffic if you want to send people to a landing page or a website for them to just go view some information that you have on a landing page or that website. Okay, so we have engagement. For engagement, you use it if you want WhatsApp messages, Messenger, Instagram, direct messages, and then maybe video views. So that's why you can use engagement. We have leads, and an lead is good for if you want to create a form for people to follow, people to fill the form and give you some information like their name and then contact number and email. You can use the leads. We have if you also it also good if you want to get some automated messages in Messenger. You can also use it for conversions. Okay, so go to app promotion, and this one you use it if you want people to install an app or maybe take a certain action in an app that you are promoting. So we also have sales. So sales is good for conversion campaign, catalog sales, and then we can also use it for Messenger and WhatsApp. So this is actually the new interface, Ad Manager Objectives interface. The old interface wasn't like this, but they recently did some regrouping and grouped some of the some of the objectives under others. There's the new interface. Okay, so you decide which one you want. If you want traffic, you know that you are sending people to a certain landing page. If you want to sell directly, so if you are interested in selling directly, you may need to use the sales where you will use the conversion ad campaign. So for this tutorial, we are using the conversion. But if you think you want any other objective, you can follow whichever will be the best for you according to what I have just explained. So let's select the conversion. Okay, so after we select conversion, we have manual setup, and then we also have automated. All these ones, Facebook will automatically fill in some of the things for you. But I will advise you use the manual setup so that we take step by step to put in the information that we need. Okay. Now, what you're seeing here, your interface may be slightly different because Facebook keeps on changing the interface every day. So if you see something slightly different, just take time to check. It will still have some of these features that I mentioned, only that they look maybe a bit slightly different. Okay, so when you do that, you see it has opened. You can see the three um, uh, the three steps that you need to follow to set up an ad campaign. The first one is what we call the campaign level. The campaign level, we have selected our objective. The objective is it falls under the campaign level. Then we have campaign budget optimization, A/B testing, but those ones you don't really need them for now. You can put them off. In the A/B testing is, as you can see, try different images and text audiences and more to see which one performs best. For now, we are going direct to set 1 million campaign. Okay, so the campaign budget optimization is also used where you may have different ad sets. You want to see which of the ad set will perform the best. So in that case, you want to give Facebook the opportunity to spend more on your ad set that performs the best, so that this rather spends more on your asset that is not doing very well. So that one too is also good if you have many assets. But for now, we are using one major asset, so we don't need to put a campaign budget optimization on. So apart from that, we are done. So we click on next. Okay, so we go to the ad set level. So under the ad set level, and under the campaign level and the ad set and the ad level, we can name them. If we don't name them, we will see some automated names like new sales campaign, new sales ad set, new sales ad. So that one you can name them in order to be able to distinguish, because if you don't name it all the time, they will always tell you new campaign name. So you will see a lot of new, so you don't even know which one is the actual name. So for example, I'll say this one. I'm selling a product for my client, and this one is water purifier. So okay, so I'm naming it water purifier ad campaign. Okay, so I'm coming back to the ad set level. Okay, so the ad set level and the ad level, we can name it, we can also name it. That way, the most important part is the campaign level. That will help us to distinguish. Okay, so under this level, if you also want to rename the ad set, we come here and name it. Yeah, but as I said, we can name it or name it. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we come to they're asking of the conversion location. Where do we want the conversion? So for this one, we want the conversion on the website. If we want the conversion on the app or website and app, and messenger, WhatsApp, calls, we can choose all of them. But with this one, we want it on website. Okay, so now we are asked to choose an event, and before you do this, you should have already set up your pixel, and then have maybe either you choose either a standard event or a customized event. So for this one, I want to choose pages, and this one is a customized event. If you don't know how to really create a customized event, you can check other videos on YouTube to be able to understand basically how it is done. And you may also choose a standard event. For the standard events, they are already created for you by Facebook. Something like add payment info, add card, add wish list, complete registration, and all those things. You can select the standard events. If you also have a customized, if you also have a custom event, you can also choose. For the sake of this video, I intend not to go into details about how to create a custom event. So for now, we can choose any of the whichever you want to choose. So I am going to choose pages, which is my custom event. Okay, so choose that, and we continue. We go to cost per result. So the cost per result is optional, and that's under optimization and delivery. We are optimizing for conversions. We want conversions. The cost per result, you don't necessarily need to put anything there. So, for example, you can just you can leave it. Now, the reason why I suggest you leave it is that you are to bid. If you put any figure here, we are bidding. So what will happen is that whatever you put here for per result, you are telling Facebook that if a conversion will cost more than that, then they should not allow that conversion to take place. So all those conversions that will be possible within the amount that you want, that is what they will get for you. But most of the time, you may not know which one is the right figure to choose for your bid. So I will advise that leave it, and then the system will automatically choose the lowest cost possible for you. Okay, so you rather set your budget, your daily budget. So we'll come to the budget and schedule. So for example, let's say you want to spend, for example, this account. Let's say the person intends to spend this one to spend. I want to budgeting 3,000 naira a day for my client. Then you come here further, you can see that. So the start date and the end date. So for example, if the start date is today, the end date is in, let's say, a week time. We want to do it for 1 week and see how best the result will perform. So if it starts today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's end it on the 9th or the 12 a.m. on 26th of January. That would be approximately a week. Okay, so we continue. So if we come here, I've already set the audience for it, but let me take you through basically how to set the audience. So you can come, choose the location, you click on edit, choose the location that you want to choose. So for example, you can indicate. So let's say we want to choose let's say we want to choose Lagos. So we choose that. Let's say we want to choose New York. Let's say we want to choose. So I'm just giving an example. It's not a must for you to choose different locations in different countries, but whatever location that you want to choose, you do that. So let's say I also want to choose Ghana, or let's say Accra, Ghana. Okay. Let's say I also want to choose where again. For now, let me leave the 3 locations where it's okay. But if you have more locations to add, you can continue searching and adding them in that order. Okay. So after you are done, you also come to the gender, the age. Normally, I ask and I advise that the age you choose above 18, because in most countries, probably 18-year-old and above, 18-year-old are people who probably can afford to buy whatever you are selling, unless it is something exclusively for young people or maybe for students related. If not, they will waste your money and they may not be able to patronize. So normally, depending on whatever you are selling, you can move on to around 25 years of age, or at least 22 or 24. Look at what you are selling. Whatever age you choose here, let it match with what you are selling. Who is your typical customer? Because some people may tell me, oh, I want to reach a lot of audience. It's not about reaching a lot of audience. It's about reaching the right audience. Because if you don't reach the right audience, you will spend a lot of money and not getting conversion, because the people who are seeing the advert cannot pay for the services or the product you are selling. So you will need to target people who can afford whatever you are selling. So in that case, you take notice of the age selection and the gender. If you are doing something, you are selling something that, for example, let's say women's dress, and you went select both male and female, you are going to see at the end of the day, majority of the people that will, you may a lot of men may be seeing it, but they will not patronize. So it is advisable to target both to target females only. And if it is something that is for both genders, you can target both genders. But even upon all that, you have to make sure that you study the results after the advert starts running. Check the results to see the cost per result for male and female, to make sure that you are not wasting time on any of them. So You are not wasting money on any of them. So make sure that it is showing to the right people. And how do you know? The cost per result will tell you. If the cost per result for one of the agents is higher than the other, it means that probably the one that the cost per result is high, the interest is low. That is why many people are not taking an action, and that's why the cost per result will be comparatively higher. Okay, so you take notice of that, and you come to the detailed targeting. The detailed targeting is where you select the interest of the demographics you've selected. So, for example, if selling um selling something relating to this one is the water purifier, so I may select it like water. Okay, so as you can see, let me try drinking water. Okay, so drinking water is there. I'll also try bottled water. So people who are interested in bottled water or clean drinking water, because this is a water purifier that can help to purify water for people. We can talk about mineral water, mineral water, as you can see. And then there are a lot of other options. If I am selling something relating to clothing or fashion, I can select clothing and fashion. Can select women's clothing, or if it's men's clothing, men's clothing. So there are a lot of options that you can select. If I'm selling something relating to cosmetics, I can select cosmetics, body care, maybe if it's related to hair care, beauty and cosmetics. There are a lot of terms. So whatever that you are selling, they are terms that relate to that you have to select. You can select up to 15 or 20 of them, or even more. Though don't do it so much, but make sure you select a reasonable number of terms. Why do you need to do the detailed targeting? That will help the Facebook algorithm to be able to target people who are interested in what you are selling. If you don't target rightly, your advert may be shown to people who are not interested in what you're selling. So at the end of the day, you'll be wasting your money targeting people who are not interested. So you need to take time to select the right detailed targeting terms. So at the end of the day, you are showing the advert to people who are interested and not just anybody. So take time to select that. If I am selling a personal development book, for example, I can select terms like personal development, personal growth, achieving your goals, or how to set goals. So all those terms, at the end of the day, I'll be able to get people who are interested in personal development. So you have to take time and do all that. And then there is an option for you to, sometimes you see, as you can see here, we may deploy your ad beyond your audience or your selected objective if it is likely to improve performance. So sometimes, so that means that they have put detailed targeting expansion on. For some of you, depending on the objective you have selected, you may not see that. They may not tell you will select, will deliver beyond, but there may be a box on the left hand side for you to take on the box before that will be selected. But this one, they have automatically selected it for us. And why do you need to do detailed targeting? You see, some of the and why do you need to do detailed targeting expansion? The reason is that some of the terms we have selected, it may end up that they are not the right terms for the advert you are doing, or it may limit your advert to specific audience. And at the end of the day, the audience size may be too small that your advert is not able to deliver very well. So if you give them the option, if you give the algorithm the option to reach beyond what you've selected, in case your audience selection is not delivering, the algorithm will go beyond what you have selected to reach to people who are more likely to show interest. So at the end of the day, your advert you won't waste money, but you will reach out to the right people that you're looking for, because the algorithm, of course, understands more and may be able to reach out to the best people more than what you may choose at times. So it is necessary for you to put a detailed targeting expansion on. Then after that, you come and click on Save Audience. When you click on Save Audience, they will ask of the name you want to use. So you can edit and put the name there. as you can see here, I already have an audience, and this is just a demonstration. So I would rather prefer to use the audience I have already saved. So I'll click on use save audience. So this is the audience that has already been selected for this campaign. I've already done it. Then we come to the placement. The placement is where the placement determines where people will see your advert. So for example, we have automatic and manual. Automatic means that Facebook will select the placement for you automatically. But I would suggest you choose manual. You choose manual because with the manual, you can determine where you want people to see. So for example, this one, Messenger is not an effective placement. I don't know how many times you have seen an advert on Messenger, but normally they are hardly do I see those campaigns. So even those that I see, it will be in some a corner of the Messenger app and looks very small and not effective. So I'll remove Messenger. Audience network to are external app developers or web developers who partner with Facebook to show an advert on their platform. Yeah. So and at the end of the day, Facebook pays them a commission. So audience network to maybe good if you're doing something relating to traffic or conversion. But if you are not doing a traffic or conversion advert and it's WhatsApp or Messenger related advert, you don't need audience network. Okay, so we can come down and now choose further. So if you want the advert to run on both Facebook and Instagram feed, of course you must take Facebook feed, Instagram feed, marketplace to be okay. Facebook video feeds is okay. Facebook right column. Facebook right column. Normally it will appear on the right hand corner of the Facebook. Facebook if you are logging to a computer, and normally that one doesn't appear on phone, and it is not an effective placement. So you can remove the right column. Instagram Explore will also be good. The Instagram Explore Home, then Instagram Shop, Messenger Inbox automatically. This advert cannot be shown on Messenger Inbox because I removed Messenger from it. Okay. Then stories. Stories too are not effective. The reason why I don't like them is the advert within some seconds will vanish, it will just disappear. So you know, once you are doing the advert under stories, um, within some 15 or 30 seconds, it will disappear and move on to the next story. So normally I don't like stories, but in case you may want your advert to show on stories, not bad. Then reels. The problem with the reels is that the advert normally will just show something small below when someone is watching a reel. So normally they are not also that effective. So for this advert, I will not show it on stories and reels. I'm not saying that you should not choose. Sometimes maybe the primary platform, Facebook feed and Instagram feed, may not be with the best results you're looking for. So if you see that your audience, based on the placement you selected, you are not getting the results you are looking for, you can include stories. Yeah, but for me personally, some of the adverts or campaigns I've done so far, stories, they don't help me that much. That's why I have decided to remove it. Maybe your type of advert may be good for stories and reels. You may include it. Okay, so you can come to and then let me add, for stories and reels too, you may need um an image that will, the size will be like 9 by 16, so that it will be vertical one, like what you can see in the screen. If it is not like that, it may not fit very well. So that's where you may need, that's the type of dimensions you need for stories and reels. And it needs to also be, if it's a video, it must not be longer than 15 seconds. So make sure that if you are using a video for your stories and reels, it must be a very short video. For some of them, it may not be more than 30 seconds. Some to it should be more than. So as you can see here, we recommend a full screen vertical 9:16 image of videos. The style, formatting, and video resolution and layout of your ads, media, and text may be adjusted when it's likely to improve performance. Okay, so as we are saying, 60 seconds or less. Okay, so they're saying you can use a video that has up to 60 seconds or less. Okay, so that doesn't mean that if your image, if it is not, if the aspect ratio is not 9:16, it can still work. Only that it may not give you the maximum result, but it will, if you can still use it, you can still select this person. Okay, so we'll go to the in-stream. In-stream ads are those that the advert will appear on a video someone is watching, and after that it will skip. You can skip the video, like the way we skip videos on YouTube. Normally, Facebook, you'll be watching a movie or a prank or some any type of video, and along the line, the advert will pop in to interrupt you, and after some time, you can skip it. That's the in stream. So, if you want your advert to appear on the in stream, so that when someone is watching a movie, they can see your advert, and after that, it will disappear. You can choose the in stream, but normally, in stream is not that effective, so I don't normally use it. Okay, so I'll move in stream. Then search. I also remove this. Okay, so I can include search. So for search, anyone who is searching for something related to what I am doing, it will be able to the advert will be shown to the person. Okay, so we'll come to in article. So under in article, as you can see, mostly it is used for news related items or people, as you can see, engage with people reading content from publishers. Yeah, people and more people that deal with content, published content like newspapers and then the traditional media. When they post their videos or those that are into reading those things, the advert will appear close to an article of that nature. So instant articles too are not that effective. So you can remove them and then go to app and site. So app and site, once it's conversion ad campaign, it can show beyond or outside Facebook. So you can leave apps and sites. You can leave them. But as I said earlier, if it's WhatsApp related or Messenger related, just remove this app and site. Okay. So if you're done with that, that's fine. We'll click on next. But let me indicate to you that in case you don't know, you may not know which placement is the best for you. You can try on the automatic, the first one, which is the Advantage Plus, that's the automatic placement. So that one, they will place your advert on all the placement. So at the end of the day, they will check. You can check your data based on the placement that you chose, which of them was able to give you the best results, and then subsequently you can always narrow to that particular placement. So you make sure that you choose a placement. You make sure if you choose automatic, you study the results to see which of the placements are you really getting very good results. Yeah. So in that case, you can know which one to choose next time. Okay. So when you are done with the placement, you click on next. Okay. So we are now at the ad level. We are done with the ad set level. We are at the ad level, and under the ad level, we have ad setup. So we can choose use existing posts, use creative mockup, creative tab mockup, or create ad. Normally, you have to choose the create ad because that will help you to be able to customize the advert to the way you want it. But if you're using an existing post, that one is something you have already posted on the page. So let's use create ad. So under create ad, if you have already uploaded your items to your catalog and the catalog is connected, you can just click on catalog and then it will automatically upload the images for you. However, this one will going to manual upload. Then if you come, you have single image or video, you have carousel, you have collection art. So for example, if you want to use one picture or one video, we are going with single image or video. If you want carousel, and for the carousel is the one that you want several images to appear side by side. They can be scrolled from right to left and all that. So if it's carousel, for example, I'll come and click on add image, and the carousel, you can add both images and videos. So for example, as you can see, okay, so for example, let me Okay, so I'm selecting 2 images. Okay. Okay, so I'll need to put the web URL before I can continue. Okay. Okay, so the URL, that's where I want to send people to after they watch my advert. That's what I'm putting here. Okay, so as you can see, your carousel card 2 doesn't have a destination. Please enter a destination. Okay. So they mean exactly where I want. If they click on this one, where exactly do I want it to take? So you should use, for example, if these are products on the website and you want each of these individual product, when they click on this product, it should go to that product directly on the website. You need to go and copy that the web URL for that particular product and come and paste it here. Then if you also click on this, if I wanted to take the person exactly to where this URL is, I have to come and then put this left URL there. So at the end of the day, as you can see, I put the URL for the 2 of them. They click on this, it will send them to the website. They also click on the, you send them to the website where the product is. If I want to adjust the positions of these 2, I can do it this way. As you can see, I've adjusted the position. Okay, so I can add more. So if I want to add a video, I'll click here to add. If I want to add an image, I'll click to add. So after I add all of that, I have to come here and then add the primary text. So for the primary text, I've already added something yesterday or previously. So you can type to fill in whatever text you want to put there to describe the product you're selling. Okay, so you do all of that, and then um okay, so you make sure on is done, you can come and choose the call action button. So for example, we have learn more, we have get offer, book now, apply now, download, and all that. So maybe I want so normally you can choose learn more for them to go, and then you also want to choose order now or shop now and all that you can choose. But learn more is the most commonly used because sometimes if you put buy now or shop now, someone may not be ready to buy. He wants to understand more before he buy. So if you put learn more, he will learn to understand more about it before he can make a buying decision. So you can choose learn more. Okay, so after you are done, if you are okay with this, you click on publish and the advert published, it will be in review after some time. And before I continue, I forgot to add that you may need to you may need to put a headline. The headline, you put something here to describe. So to describe more about the product you're selling. So for example, if you want to put let's say the name of the product. So for example, this is water purifier. Put water purifier. Okay. So I can put water purifier. If I want to put a price, I can put it below here. The second product, if I want to put a name of it and the price down, I can do that. So if I put a price of this one, for example, so let's say I want to put let's say I want to put $20. So when I put it $20, as you can see, if you scroll down here, it is supposed to appear. Yeah, as you can see, the name has appeared, the price is there. So if I go to the next item and I put it, it will also appear here. So you can do all of that. If there are also videos, you can edit you can edit the video and put a thumbnail on it for people to see the part of the video that will appear before they can click to open it. So you take time and do all that. If you also want to use a single image, it's just the same procedure. So you click on single image. After you click on the single image, you click on the art media. So let's say I want to use this one. So single image means that we're using one picture. Okay, so one picture, then you can follow the same procedure to add the headline, and then maybe if you have additional information like price, fine, you can do all that, and then you put the web link there. If you also want to add the call extension, that's if you want people to have an additional option to call, you can add the call extension. If you also want to display the link, so now automatically, so let's say they put the website link there, but let's say I want the link to have an extension, maybe to be exactly the page that I'm driving the customer to. So I can put such a link here. Whatever I put here, it will show here. And as I said earlier, you choose the button that you want and all that. Then you don't also forget to put the primary text. The primary text is the text that will be here to describe the product in detail. So remember to put the primary text. Then you can come and check how it appears on different placements. So on Facebook feed, this is how it will look like. Then we have Instagram feed. This is how it will look like on Instagram feed. We have Facebook Marketplace. We also have Facebook. This is Facebook video feed, Instagram Explorer. You can click all of them to see how it appears. Those that it may not appear well, you can go back to the placement and remove those placements. But there are some of the platforms, it may appear in such a way that people will not see it very well. So you can remove those ones. Then if you come back, you can see that Advantage Plus creative, the optimization is not complete. They are saying that tailor your ad for the person viewing it by letting us automatically optimize your creative. This can help improve your performance. So you know the advert will appear differently on different devices. So if you allow them to put the optimizations on, it will optimize your advert to show it. It will tailor the advert to suit the one view, so that if the device, the appearance is not right, it can optimize it to show it to them in a way they will really appreciate it. So if you take time and follow all that I have described, you are going to get it. So after you are done, you click on publish, and it will publish the advert for you. Remember to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so that you can have great videos like this that will help you to improve upon your campaign. So I'm closing this advert, and let me also add that if you are done, you come back to the main interface of the ad manager, and then if your campaign is submitted, it will be in review. You will see it here, and it will be indicated in review. So you can now monitor it. You can have the ad manager app, always monitor it all the time to see how it is performing. Is it really performing well? Is the results good? What's the cost per message? What's the cost per result? The cost per conversion, or whatever objective that you choose. You take time to check all those things, and then you also need to understand how to use the ad manager app. For your information, if you don't know how to use the ad manager app, you can check the video above, follow it to learn the details of how to also use the ad manager, because the ad manager app is more handy. Then you can have it everywhere, but your computer, you may not be able to carry it everywhere you are. But for the ad manager app, you can always have it and then log in at any time to do whatever you want to do. So take time, follow the ad manager app, and then with this ad manager computer, at the end of the day, you'll be able to do wonderful things. Thank you for watching. Once again, have a great day.